In front of me I have Viofo's latest and greatest dashcam, but it's a bit pricey as it's 4K and a 3-channel dashcam. So let's see if it's worth the 300 plus price tag. A big thank you to Viofo for sending me this dashcam to review. I currently have the Viofo A139, so I'm interested to see what the Pro is like. So on the side of the box it says 4K, Sony Starvis 2, Wi-Fi, Super Night Vision, Parking Mode, GPS and voice notification. Here are some extras that Viofo sent me as well. Wireless Bluetooth remote or button, 64GB SD card and circular polarizing filter. So let's see what's in the box. First we have the main camera unit. Looks pretty much the same as the normal A139 but with 4K written on it. Customer support information and warranty. 2 electrostatic stickers. Some quick tips. User manual. Spare stickers and micro SD card to USB. Rear camera. Interior camera with LEDs for infrared. Cable for camera to PC. Power cable. 12 volt to USB for power cable to car's 12 volt socket. Nice to see you get 2 USB ports so you can charge your phone. Cable for the rear camera. It's nice and skinny, narrow, and it's right angled at one end, which all makes it easier to install. Cable for the interior camera, much shorter but the same as the rear camera's cable. Trim tool to help you hide the wires when installing. Circular polarizing filter, so that means it must come as standard. So it looks like Viofo made a mistake as they sent me another one with it. Now some extras that you can buy to go with this dashcam. Bluetooth remote / button. Love these, very useful and helps lower your blood pressure as you press this instead of the horn. Comes with a battery and an extra sticker. They are a bit pricey at £15–20 but well worth it. Another circular polarizing filter. They can be pricey but they are well worth it, it really improves the video in sunny conditions. Finally a Viofo 64GB SD card. I think I'd probably want at least 128GB SD card for 3 channels with 4K as it will fill up quickly and override the clips. However, that's what the Bluetooth button is for. So let's set this up and see what it's like. So now I have the camera set up. So I have the front camera here. Now I would normally put the front camera on this side of the mirror, but I've got my other camera there, so I'm not going to do that. The interior camera is there, and then the other one is over there next to the other camera. And normally you'd run the cable along here, all the way along here, then obviously across there and all the way along there. For the short time that this camera's being installed, because it's not staying in this car, I've just run it down sort of down the seats down here and all the way to the back there, so it's not obscuring the view. And anyway, let's now talk about how you do the settings on this camera. So you have to press the Wi-Fi button, which is this fire button here.
Wi-Fi enabled.
So now the Wi-Fi is enabled, you then need to get your phone here. So you need to go through your Wi-Fi settings in here, go to network and Wi-Fi. If I say
Wi-Fi connected.
So you can see it's now connected there because you've got the blue light that tells you. So now I need to go to the app. So here's the app here. It says that, but I have to ignore it because my phone doesn't support it. So there we go, it then shows you all the views. So if you turn it this way around and give you the thing again, there you go, there's the views. And then if you operate the switch here, it will switch between that view, and the rear view. Turn it back again, it goes like so, and brings it up again. Just a little thing to note, because if you install the cameras this way, the lead on the left hand side, they are upside down, which means you have to invert them, which is the same for the rear camera as well. If you have the wire on the left hand side, so you really want it on the right. Otherwise, when you invert them, yes, it does work, but it causes all sorts of problems because it then it looks inverted on the screen, sort of the wrong way around. So I'd advise that if you're going to install it, make sure that the connection is always on the other side, not the side I've got it on. Anyway, to go into settings, you need to stop the recording. Then it brings up all the features here. So we've got the video resolution, which at the moment is set to for all those, and you can obviously change it, but I've got it on the maximum setting at the moment. The loop recording can be free 1 or 2 minutes. You can record the audio if you want. There's also a button on the camera, which is that one there, that's next to the middle one between the Wi-Fi and the save file button. You can also use that there, and then you can then do exposure, all these sort of things. And you've got the G sensor, which I'd advise having on low sensitivity, date stamp, bit rate, time lapse, Wi-Fi. I said if you've got a car that can a phone that can support it, then you want the 5 GB, but mine can only support 2.4. Time synchronization, which is very useful. Date and time format, infrared parking mode. As you can see, I've got the image rotation on for both those, something that I would normally not do because I'd fit it correctly, but not correctly, but spend a bit more time to make sure I get it the right way around. Tell you about these version things, what you want on or off, and yeah, that's how you operate all the settings. It's much easier than having to go on a dash cam, so I quite like them. So the footage. I had to go on a drive just for this review due to some time constraints, and I got stuck in a bit of traffic. So if this video is being helpful to you, please consider giving it a like to help spread it to more people. It will mean that sitting in traffic is worth it. Thanks. Anyway, the front camera is 4K, whereas the other two are Full HD. All three cameras' quality is excellent. They are nice and clear, but I would say that the front camera is darker compared with the other two. I've also noticed that the A129 PRO suffers from that as well. The interior camera has excellent infrared, which is very useful in low light conditions. And as you'd expect from this dash cam, the video quality is of a high standard. But what about the microphone? With most Viofos, their audio is quiet, so let's see if this is any better.
Yeah, Monday morning.
Monday morning.
You know, 60,000 pounds in a row.
I don't think people will be happy with that. It's sort of another week at work.
As you've heard, the sound is clear as ever. However, is it any louder than other Viofos? The answer is yes, it is. It is louder, so that is a great improvement. You can buy the microphone for a Viofo A139 or A139 PRO, or what's the other one? Is it the T1 something as well? If you want to, but you really don't need it unless you're really wanting to focus on the audio. So, should you buy the Viofo A139 PRO? Before I answer that question, what you should be asking yourself is, what do you want / need from a dashcam? 1, 2, 3 channels? and what video resolution would you want, etc. But I really like this Viofo A139 PRO, and if you want a 4K dashcam you should buy it. You can choose to buy it as a 1, a 2 or 3 channels depending on what you want/need. However, if you don't want or need a 4K dashcam and Full HD is enough for you, then I would recommend going for the Viofo A139, as it is cheaper and pretty much the same, just not 4K. I'd like to thank Viofo again for sending me this dashcam to review, as I'll be using this dashcam in my new car which I'm getting this year, and that will require a 3-channel dashcam. If you are interested in the A139, I've done a review of that already, which you can click here to watch.